My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kind of homesick. So much pressure and I'm nervous. Had some Taxi Man turned on the radio, and the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. And the Jay-Z song was on. So I put my hands up, and they're playing my song. And the butterflies, they go away. Nodding my head like, yeah. Moving my hips like, yeah. I got my hands up, and they're playing my song, and you know, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. It's a party in the USA. What is up, my friends? Welcome to another Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. And we got a fun deck for you. We're playing some Standard, and we're letting you know that it's okay to party. Everyone's trying to not party in Standard. You know, party this, party that, base camp this. But I'm here to let you know that the W in Andrew WK stands for Winota. That's right. Winota joined our forces, trying to make this Jeskai party happen. And the party mechanic, a little underpowered and constructed. And of course, I'm not going to go on the rant for the 100th time, but base camp. I mean, why does this come in tapped? It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable this card comes in tapped. We're still playing one, but we would have great mana and be playing the full 4 if it came in untapped. And I'll just control myself on that one. So we're playing Jeskai Party, and the party cards haven't been partying too hard in Standard. They haven't really come together. Really fun limited mechanic. Of course, the party mechanic, for those who don't know, is a mechanic based around 4 creature types. And I guess there's a way to... One of these cards says on it. Yeah, sure. You can see it right here. So a party is a cleric, a rogue, a warrior, and a wizard. So unlike normal tribal decks that want you to have all goblins in your deck or all merfolk in your deck, a party deck wants to have one of each. So when you have more of these things, you get bonuses. So for example, Archpriest of Iona, its power is equal to the number of creatures in your party. So of course, being a cleric, Archpriest is 1. So right off the bat, it's a 1-2, counts itself. And if I have a rogue in play, it's a 2-2. If I have a wizard in play, it's a 3-2. And if I have a warrior in play, it's a 4-2. And then a lot of these party cards also have an ability where when you have a full party, something good happens. That's more bonus text. That's not going to happen that often. So we want to make sure these cards are good enough without that. And Archpriest is just a 2-2 for 2. As long as you have one other creature in play, it only gets better. So you got that. We got Linvala of Shieldgate, which is mostly just a wizard for our deck. But if you have a full party, you can detain one of your opponent's creatures for an entire turn cycle. Can't attack, can't block, can't be used if it's a permanent, which is pretty awesome. And then we have Squad Commander here, which makes a token for each party member. And then if you have your full party, your entire squad's indestructible and gets a power bonus as well, which is kind of awesome. And we also have Journey to Oblivion, which costs less. It has party affinity. We also have Tazri, same idea, party affinity. And most importantly, perhaps, is Concerted Defense, which is a cheap counterspell similar to oh my god, what's the card? Stubborn Denial in Death Shadow decks and things like that, where it's this really cheap counterspell that allows you kind of play your game plan while also leaving enough mana up to counter your opponent's spell and break them up. So really powerful card here. Can counter Stomp or Lovestruck Beast as far as the adventure side. Counters Embercleave, Planeswalkers, Doom Foretold. Counters a lot of things for only 1 mana, which is very good. Those are our payoffs. And to fill out this motley crew of partiers here, we got a Cleric here, Archpriest of Iona. One of the best 2-drops in the format in Seasoned Hallowblade is a Warrior. Another great 2-drop, Robber the Rich is a Rogue. And we have Fireblade Charger as a Warrior. Stonework Packbeast looks like a limited card. I know, it's a 2-1. That's all it does, basically. But it is every creature type for party. It doesn't count for the entire party, because party needs to have 4 individual creatures, but can count for whatever hole you're missing. Helps a lot with the synergy of the deck to make our cards a lot better. And it's also a non-human card for Winota, which we'll get to in a bit. Brazen Borrower is a Rogue. And pretty cool that Squad Commander and all of the creatures that Squad Commander make are non-humans for Winota. Winota is one of the best cards of the deck, one of the best cards in the format. One of our non-human attacks, look at the top 6, you get a human. We're not the best Winota deck in the world. We're not putting in like Agent of Treachery or some ridiculous human. But this is just card advantage in Boros. And it's a 4-slow 4/4 warrior for 4. And if we get, a card or 2 off this for a turn or 2, it's just good card advantage. So definitely a cool card. Putting in Hallowblade is pretty great. Putting in Archpriest is pretty great. So that's pretty nice as well. A little interaction here with the Borrower and the Journey to Oblivion. Mana base is pretty good. We have 2 of the 3 pathways, and we're playing 4 Triomes. That's that. So just kind of an aggressive synergy deck here in Party in the USA. Sideboard's got some spells, of course. Practice Tactics. Honestly, it looks like a draft card, but it's pretty good. This can deal damage to attackers and blockers. Drowned Magistrate can turn off Adventure and Escape, which is pretty awesome. Casket removal spell, Shredded Cells removal spell. Mystical Dispute against control decks and rogue decks here. Big clutch one here. Another set of concerted defenses, basically. A Mythos of Valdarok, just a big anti-creature mirror breaker. Outlaws Merriment is going against control decks. And then 2 Ox of Agonas for Demir Rogues. They want to mill you. Great. We'll put an Ox in our graveyard and draw a bunch of cards. So that's the deck. I'm pumped to party. You should be too. But first, quick word from our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, round 1. Let's party hard. Ladder reset somewhat recently, so we're only in diamond, but that's okay. That's okay. And let's see we can party hard here. Oh boy. Base camp, where art thou? Yeah, unfortunately we can't keep this hand. Only 2 lands, and they're both tap lands. Base camp, I'm going to say base camp a lot in this video, unfortunately, because Witches of the Coast, I'm still just unbelievably mad at them for not making base camp coming untapped. All right, so we're going to mulligan into a much better hand. We can keep this. Robber the Rich is obviously very good on the draw. Keep this, and we'll just ship the mountain, which is pretty extraneous with the pathway being a mountain or a plains. So, solid hand. Forest go. Triome go on our side. Looks like Gruul. I mean, Gruul Adventures has been like the deck lately. Our hand's not great here against Gruul on the draw, but we'll see what we can do. Hallowblade's up. Your turn. Hallowblade can block the Brushfire Elemental if they don't have a Fabled Passage, which is kind of cool. So, Yep. A Mammoth? Sure. They can't really attack here. They'd be trading their Brushfire for a Hallowblade discard, so I can't do that. We draw another Needleverge Pathway. And I think we're just playing Linvala here. And next turn we can Robber and hopefully Petty Theft. So, we can't really attack. I think I'd want to keep the Hallowblade on defense, but make this white, play Linvala. Pass turn. A little tough was we're a little light on removal. And, you know, we were on the draw with kind of a slow start. Didn't really have a 1-drop or anything like that. So, it can be a little tough. It's one of their better draws. Alright, so they don't have a Fabled Passage, which is nice. They have Embercleave here. We're in big trouble, but that's kind of just the case in most scenarios, unfortunately. So, yeah, they're going to bomb, and that's an Embercleave pause. So, that's pretty awful for us. Yeah, we're probably dead. We do have Petty Theft, but we'll block the 3/3 and try and trade here. Not trade, trade a card for the 3/3. See if they put the Embercleave on the Brushfire. There's Embercleave. One of the last like really dumb cards left in the format. They're gonna go for the Mammoth, sure. So we'll pitch the other Hallowblade. We actually, with our Petty Theft, might be in good shape this game. They're gonna deal us 12 damage here, but we get to kill their other creature, and then we can Petty Theft the Mammoth back to their hand next turn. So we draw Beacon of Unity. So if we didn't have to play this Petty Theft, it's actually pretty sweet. We can go Robber and Beacon, but we can't. So let's play Needleverge Pathway. Robber the Rich. Party. We're going to hit a Bone Crusher Giant. That's kind of cool. And get him for a solid chunk here. And this thing only, it's a 2-mana 4/6, which is pretty awesome, but we got to cast this Brazen Borrower. Now we have Warrior, Wizard, and Rogue. So, a little Petty Theft action. Don't have a bunch of interaction in our deck. We have a little bit, and hopefully, you know, a little bit's all we're not going to need because we're kind of being aggressive ourselves. So, this is a pretty big game here. Of course, they can just, like, re-equip it on a later turn. They just play the Mammoth and re-equip. Could be bad, but they're going to stomp our Robber of the Rich. And then probably play the Mammoth and then present lethal next turn. That's pretty bad. Yeah. We could give it Hexproof, which would fizzle the Bone Crusher Giant. Maybe just lose our flyer. Yeah, I think this is just what it is. I think we're probably dead once we draw a removal spell. So they're going to cast the Bone Crusher, though, instead of the Mammoth. That means they have spells in their hand and not lands, which is kind of bad for us. We draw a Triome. Alright, I mean, the Beacon of Unity can soak up some damage, but I don't think it can soak up enough here. Can block, but the problem is I don't know if he can cross the finish line. Triome's in a... I might want to play the Borrower. Deciding if I want to hold the Triome or not, because we have the Seasoned Hallowblade available. I guess we're going to hold it. We draw a spell, we can play a spell, and then discard this here. This actually isn't bad, because this thing's just so big that they're going to equip and attack, and we get to block, and we'll kill the Bone Crusher. We'll still take a chunk of damage, but... Unless they have a Rimrock Knight. Which would suck, but... And there's a pause there, too, so it's probably also Rimrock Knights. They seem to kind of have it all here. Rimrock Knight means it's 7, 14, minus 6. Yeah, they got everything. Are we dead here? We take... Yeah, we're dead. Alright, so... Yeah, I mean, Embercleave is Embercleave. What are you going to do? Kind of needed to have the extra little bonus here with the Rimrock Knight, but that's okay. That's okay. Gruul's probably the best deck in the format. We're going to our Tactics, our Caskets, our Sails, and our Mythos. We're going to cut some number of defenses. Like, it does counter Embercleave and Stomp, which is pretty good. We're on the play. Fireblade Charger isn't particularly great. It's like pretty hard for it to get through all of their creatures and stuff. It can block and just kill an Innkeeper, which is kind of nice, but... It's a Casket. It's got to cut 5 cards here. Wow, that's a lot of cards. That is a lot of cards. I'm not sure how many of these we actually want. It's countering Embercleave is really good, and so is countering Stomp. I can ship, like... Journey is kind of clunky. I guess it can hit Embercleave. We're on the play, so we want Robber of the Rich. Let's cut Charger. We don't even want this. We can kill Embercleave. We have other ways to deal with Embercleave. We could shave, like... Maybe shave a Commander. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's cut the Journeys. They just seem kind of slow. Let's try this. The old turn 4 Embercleave on the play, you know? Alright, going first. Oh my god, come on. Come on now. How am I going to party like this? Sure, I can keep this. It's a good Robber of the Rich hand, that's for sure. So we have Priest on... Oh, no, because we have a white or a red. Oh, it's so awkward. Oh, boy. I mean... We have the removal spell, too, which is kind of nice. We can't cast the Robber, but the Robber is so good if we draw a red source. Because we're so light on cards. We're down a card on the play. We have the removal spell to push it through. That's really tough. Sure, wish this was a 7-card hand, you know? I'm going to shit the Packbeast and try and draw a mountain. I think that we're going to have trouble winning this game on 6 cards without having Robber of the Rich work, so we're going to be a little risky here. Of course, that's the downside of the pathways. They only make 1 color, so... Love Strike Beast, sure. That is not a red source. But now we're drawing to any land with Linvala, so... That's good for us. No real turn 2 play from our opponent. I think it's pretty good. Ooh, we did it. That's a pretty good draw. All right, well, let's pop in here, and we have our tactics up as well. Yeah, we got a robber. We could Linvala, but we got a robber. We'll get a chance to get a card, hopefully. Got a farce. It's not very good, but should I take it all? Sure. All right, so this currently deals 4 damage. It's double the amount of your party. If you could draw a land and play this Linvala, this thing will deal 6, which is pretty awesome. So that'd be a great thing to do. I could just kill the Innkeeper. I don't think it matters. They have so many cards. I don't think it matters. Didn't draw a land. We did draw a Glass Casket, though, which is pretty good. So we're going to do that and just take this Lovestruck piece out of the equation, get in again. This time we're going to hit the Great Henge. We're a little ways from casting that one. Not going to lie. Not saying it's impossible, but, you know, it's a little on the unlikely side. Passage, sure. And say go. That's a little suspect. Maybe they have, like, multiple stomps here or something? Alright, let's just move to combat. Yeah, we're getting stomped. Oh, Scorching Dragonfire. Sure, that's fine. Oh, I guess we screwed up. We should have pre-combated the Linvala. I'm an idiot. Leaving up tactics was, like, kind of interesting, but, like, you definitely just want to play Linvala there and pump your creatures up. That's just a big mistake on my part. Alright, whatever. We might get both their creatures here if I try and double block, which is still good. Yeah, so we'll get to kill both of these, but not ideally what we're looking for. Alright, they have another Stomp. Oh my god. Or another 2-mana removal spell. That's pretty gross. That's definitely pretty gross. We do get to kill their Innkeeper, but and put them to 3. So now both Linvala and Borrower are lethal, but we have to, like, not die too, which is kind of a thing. We can petty theft something. Play Linvala. Yeah, we should just play Linvala before combat there, for sure. Shattered Skull Smashing on the Archpriest for 3. Sure. Winota Rider. Winota Rider. So now drawing a land here is pretty sweet. We'll just kill them. Alright, cool. So, kept this somewhat, you know, high risk, high reward hand. Got paid off with the red source. Pretty happy about that. Now we're on the draw for game 3. And I think I'm still reasonably happy with our spread of cards here. So, Robber the Rich certainly gets worse. But, I mean, like, we could cut all the robbers and bring in, like, the journeys. We could do that and try and be a little more reactive. Maybe we want the other defense, too. Charger isn't the worst either. It can block and kill an Innkeeper, like we were saying earlier. Robber's tough. Because on the draw, getting Robber in does seem a little hard. It's just so good, though. I mean, we can bring, if you want to go, like, super, not like super control-y, but super, a little more answers on the draw. We could bring in the Magistrates, which do turn off the ability to cast the adventure cards, which is kind of cool. It's also a wizard, which is nice for typing. Although we're cutting a rogue, so, like, it's going to We don't have many of the rogues either. It's the same thing, basically. So if we were to cut 4 robbers, bring in 2 magistrates, 2 journeys, and try and lean a little more on Linvala, Winota, and Squad Commander. Okay. I'm okay with this. Let's try this. One 3 wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Okay. Obviously, which was base camp coming in untapped, but fine hand here. Fine hand. We got a warrior, a wizard, and a cleric. We got a pretty low curve. Definitely don't want to draw like a land, preferably a plains. But love struck beast, perfect. So our magistrate's looking real nice here. Pop that bad boy out. Turn off that love struck beast. Force him to kill it first. We do consider defense. If we can draw a land here and go Hallowblade with defense up, I'll feel pretty good about this. Because countering a stomp or a dragonfire is pretty nice. Keep our magistrate alive. They get a second forest. They probably have a mammoth in their hand. Innkeeper. Okay. Well, they have Innkeeper. Oh, we didn't draw land. God, why you like this? They have an Innkeeper, but they can't cast these. So they might have a Dragonfire in their hand, based on how they tap their lands. The problem is like leaving up concerted defense here is like pretty insane. Problem is if they do kill this and they play a love struck beast next turn, we're probably just gonna lose. I'm just gonna say go. And hope that they have a Dragonfire, we can counter it. Because if they kill this, if we play like a 3-1, they kill our magistrate and they play love struck beast and draw a card, we're never gonna win. So we get paid off here. Hopefully they just have no more ways to kill this thing. And then hopefully we'll draw a land. We can actually play our spells too. That'd be nice. Labrontodon James. Guard. Come on, just draw lands. Alright. LeBron James. It's one of those games where we draw like lands for the rest of the game. I think we'll win. We draw a land every turn. That's a land. Alright, cool. Alright, Scavenging Ooze is a mild annoyance, but nothing really too crazy. I think we already have a wizard out, but Linvala into Winota is pretty good. Or Linvala into Squad Commander into Winota. We already have Warrior, Wizard. This would be another wizard. If we play Archpriest, we can't double. So if this is a Plains, I probably would want to go Archpriest into Hallowblade. But let's put Linvala here. And I think I want to leave the Hallowblade back on defense. I think I just block with a token, make us discard a card. Questing Beast. Questing Beast plays, I suppose. Alright, I mean, land for Winota? No, just a Stonework Packbeast. Well, that will give us a full party. Ugh. Man, we're so close to playing creature into Journey. If we had another white source. Having a full party and then having Squad Commander. The thing is, if they have Embercleave, we're just dead. But, like, that's just, I mean, you say that once a game in Standard. So, we can, like, Packbeast Archpriest here. And then the Archpriest can also just block the Questing Beast. We'll have a full, actually, I'm sorry, we'll have a full party here. I got a party harder. So now we have a full party. So move to combat. We can get something flying and detain their Questing Beast, which is actually insane. So, let's give the I almost like the Hallowblade on defense. I might just give the Magistrate Flying an attack. Like, the Hallowblade could come in, but... a Great Henge. Okay, we can beat that. I think with the 1-mana Journey to Oblivion and our squad commander and stuff, we can definitely beat that. Detained. Add some words to that questing beast. Can't attack or can't block. Can't be activated. They're going to kill my Packbeast. That is a thing to do. So now we are missing a Cleric, Wizard, Warrior. We don't have Rogue, which is definitely that's the one that we're not really going to be able to get. But sure. Kind of forgot about the Brontodon there. For 18. That's a land. We only have one non-human in play, though. We could play a... It's also not a white land, which really sucks. We have no rogues we can get off Winota. This questing beast is coming for us. We kind of got to journey the Henge, too, honestly. Drawing a non-white land really sucks. Our mana's been pretty rough this game. I could also do the squad commander into Winota next turn and just take a bad turn. Yeah, I think we're just gonna squad commander. So we'll get 3 tokens here, and then we'll attack with the Linvala. And then next turn is gonna be a huge Winota turn. Assuming we're still alive. Assuming we're still alive. Brushfire Elemental, sure. And Landfall, sure. I mean, if they have Embercleave here, we are in big trouble. But... We can try and kill this questing beast. Block like this. If they have Embercleave, then it doesn't like kill us. We don't really need the... I guess the squad commander is a non-human for Winota. You block like this, maybe. They have Embercleave. Death Touch has to kill both. And then we're dead. So maybe we should just block the Brushfire also. God, this sucks. I guess I could sack Linvala. And just like protect my entire team. That might actually just be fine. Alright, let's do that. In that case, we should put the higher toughness on the... No, it doesn't matter because it's Death Touch if it's Embercleave. So, alright, so let's do this. We're going to lose one of our non-humans, but we're going to save our entire team. They had Embercleave. Okay, so... We're going to put it on the questing beast. So we're going to take 3 and then 5. So 8 total. And then we're going to get 4 Winota triggers next turn, which will hopefully kill them, so if not, we're dead. If only we had drawn a way to cast this Journey to Oblivion. Because they're going to Embercleave and just... Oh, we killed the questing beast. That's pretty awesome, dude. I didn't even consider that. Alright, I mean... Just let it ride, I guess. We'll have some blockers for Embercleave. They have to have a land, too, or they don't have any large creatures. I guess the Scavenging Ooze is pretty big, but... Winota Rider! I think every non-human is going to attack And then everything else will stay home. So they have this thing anyway. It's going to get bigger. So, all right. Big Winota hits here. First ball up. It's good. Next ball up. Would you rather have Winota attacking or on... Yeah, I mean... The Ooze is like a 6/6 double strike. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toughness. That's not really enough to save us. I might need Winota on defense, honestly. I don't think we can take this. We need the 4/4 to block Scavenging Ooze. So decline. It's awful. Hallowblade's good. Archpriest is good. Alright, so it's an attack. It's currently 2, 3 creatures in graveyards. So this is going to be a 7/7 double strike. Oh my god, it's so big. They are taking a lot. We do have a lot of stuff in play. So they're taking 10 right now. Losing everything they have but the Scavenging Ooze because they have the Brush Fire also, but tight game. Tight game. Only another white for this journey. You can see how important the Packbeast was too, turning on the full party for a little bit there. It's funny how the Lebrontodon was so important to kill the Packbeast, because our Linvala was just attaining their stuff. All right, you're up. I mean, we have a lot of toughness to block the... Oh, I guess this died too. Oh man, this thing's... Oh, and the Questing Beast too? Oh my god, it's so big. I think we're dead. I guess we could have maybe just not played Winota and just journeyed the Embercleave that turn. I didn't account for all the creatures dying in combat too. This thing's freaking huge. This is 9 now. This is 18. This is so stupid. Ah, stupid magic card. Alright, we're just dead. I probably should have journeyed it. I thought we could survive, but I miscounted. I didn't account for the things dying in combat. Like, I thought that this would be enough to block and keep us alive, but obviously it's not, because it's 9 and not 7 or 6. Oh, man. Close game, though. For a game that resolved Embercleave and the Great Henge, the fact that it was close is pretty sweet. Stupid Embercleave. Alright. 0-1. 0-1. Opponent does not want to party with us. Very rude. Very rude. Definitely don't like the design of Embercleave. Just the sort of like, you are 100% dead or you get blown out kind of card is... It's not my kind of card. Remember, folks, check out CoolStuffInc.com, CoolStuffInc.com. We have a companion article to this video, as we do in all my videos. I do a video article every Monday and a written article every Friday. So watching on YouTube, make sure you go over to CoolStuffInc.com proper and check that out. One's playing Yorion. This is fine. Alright, so probably a Doom Foretold deck. So like literally all Wrath of Gods. Cool. Good start. Hallowblade. Hallowblade's pretty good. I don't know how I feel about this card. It's pretty low power level for a spell. It's not a blue source for sure. Alright, so pretty good curve here. 2-2 into a 3-1, you know. Probably playing another Hallowblade next turn. Fortunately, the most oh my god, this card's... This is gonna be hard. Their deck is literally just 1,000 removal spells. So, Linvala. Let me just can't get through their 0-4. Yeah, this is pretty gross. Maybe we like Kabira Takedown here, which just feels so bad, but I think we're going to. Well, the Nightmare won't do anything now, which is good. Let me just try and draw a blue source. Definitely a concerted defense matchup. Solemn. Solemn's really good here. All right. Looks like they're not blue. They're just black-white. Interesting. Robber of the Rich. I mean, Solemn is like actually insane against us because just all of our stuff's so small. I guess we just have to trade with Solemn. You just can't really not attack with anything ever. So here we go. We'll reveal a Omen of the Sun. We'll block Robber and take 6. Sure. Goodbye, Graveyard. On to Sky Ruins. Elspeth, Sun's Nemesis. Normally not a very good card, but pretty good against our board right now, so...
No more than I can escape. Heroes, rally to me.
Draw. That's also not a blue land. Guess we're gonna Squad Commander. Make some tokens. Guess we're going after Elspeth, and this is going to go after them. Actually, I guess I can make it so they can't make tokens again. So I guess we'll attack Elspeth twice. They can, like, double an Archpriest, which wouldn't even be that bad for us, I guess, but... Alright, so... We'll discard... I guess we're just discarding Linvala, because we're just, like, not even close to casting it. And... They might just have Extinction Event for a Wrath anyway, so... Please don't Wrath me. Like if they have like a Wrath here and then minus the Elspeth for tokens, it's pretty gross. Just leave me alone. We can't ever win.
I am proud of my comrades.
Yeah, found our blue source. I mean, like, 1/1 tokens are very, very good against Hallowblade, and they have Omen of the Sea and Elspeth in their deck. I mean, this is a blue source. I guess we're just going to cycle it. I mean, you can draw spells anyway. Sure. Alright, you're up.
You are braver than you know.
Christ. I think we're going to our next game here, folks. Well, I mean, they just get to Yori and flicker the Skyclave and alright. Yeah, this seems pretty tough. Like, just the really mono removal spell. And these are not even blue, so our disputes aren't even good. Which kind of sucks. We're going to need to cut... I guess the journeys are just kind of bad. Bring in our Merriments for sure. We're bringing the Ox too, honestly. It's not really for this matchup, but we just need a way to like get around their Wraths. We're not bringing a Dispute as a 3-mana mana leak. Brazen Borrower is pretty bad against them. Bring the Ox. So with the Ox and the Outlaws Merriment, we'll have a little more chance of grinding with them. We still have the concerted defenses too, so like if we can get them, in a good spot, get a little ahead on the board. Like if we had a defense to counter that Wrath, we were probably in fine shape, or to counter the Elspeth, but black-white anti-creature Yorion deck. That's what I was saying in the intro about, like, I don't know how they couldn't give base camp to the party decks. The party deck is already like operating on like an underdog status, you know. Robber's so good. I'm just gonna key. We have Robber in defense. White's our most populous land. We'll draw white land. Because just playing a synergy creature deck is just not an easy place to be, you know, in general, because of the power level of standard, how the cards kind of work out. That's a white source, right? That's a white source. Not trying to rob you. I think we could have maybe played Archpriest here, and then went for Robber plus defense. Try. If they just kill this, we don't get any value off of it, but that might have been better. It even curves fine too. Yeah, that might have been a mistake. We just go Archpriest this turn, and then Robber defense next turn. Draw Linvala. Sure. No, we can play Winota. We can't even play one of these Archpriests. We're actually just going to play Winota, I think. This is pretty disgusting. She only have one arm? Doom Foretold? Alright, this is just like an absolute shellacking. I mean, like, I guess we're going to get something back, right? Like, this is just a joke. Like, they're actually just like literally 40 removal spells. We can't play anything. So, and we're going to get back Robber the Rich. I guess they just sack the casket and give us back Robber the Rich, and we can't sacrifice it. So I guess we should play something. Let's play Archpriest. We also have a defense here, too. Play Linvala. Yeah, let's play this. Let's go. This is where we don't mind sacrificing this. Does he have like a white omen here, which would be gross? Okay. I mean, unfortunately, the Robber isn't beating the Skyclad Apparition. We're just sitting on the Sideboard. Oh, can't counter that either. Maybe I should have brought in the Mystical Disputes. Because they still counter Yorion. Have actually, I'm assuming that they could have a thing to sacrifice. If I had just played the Archpriest, we would have had something to sacrifice. I'm gonna keep this in my hand, I think. 2/2, sure. Packbeast, sure. I mean, we'll just jam here. Omen of the Sun. Okay. I mean, I guess we're still playing. Thank you. double beast action. We draw a red source, we can play this Ox, you know, we're making some kind of progress. Kind of astounded we're still in this game. Sure. Almost scooped to make it better for better TV, you know? Alright, so I mean, Skyclave's okay. If we draw a Winota here, that's pretty sweet. I think Winota or Redland are both really, really good draws. That is neither. It is neither. I mean, I guess we can just kill the Skyclave and attack for a bunch, so sure. It's not that bad. Done a decent job of like keeping them off permanence for Yorion, so. Ah, I forgot we had that because this is a rogue. The cool thing about having more rogues in your deck with Robber the Rich is that you can trigger the cards from Robber the Rich later on in the game. I totally. All right, another extinction event. Oh my god, leave me alone. All right, just gotta draw a red land here. I guess we're at 2, it doesn't even matter. We're just dead. There's no 1 mana card that can kill us. Alright. Seems pretty tough. The black-white anti-creature deck against our creature deck. You know, the thing is that we're trying to assemble synergies, obviously. And if your opponent kills literally every creature you have, you can't do that. So, kind of tough. We were in that game for a little bit, but kind of tough. Let's try again. Let's try again. We're trying to party. Alright? Wizards of the Coast is not making it easy for us, but we're trying to party. That sounds good. Use a little more top end, but it's pretty good. Definitely want to draw a spell or two. We're only playing like 21 lands or something like that with the two flip lands too, so. Alright, let's do this, Archpriest. Temple of Malice. Bottom. Okay. Packbeast? Sure. Stomp is also good against us too, unfortunately. Will they let us untap? Oh, I should play the red. Oh, I'm dumb. So, if I play the red, they might wait till my turn to stomp. Because I played the blue there, I think I have this. And probably stomp on their turn. Oh, bad play, Jim. I wanted to keep the option of making this white or red, but that was just really stupid. We would have gotten them with the defense for sure. Probably. I assume they don't just stomp on their turn for no reason if I don't show them blue. But very, very minor. I think they might have still done it, but. Now what? Sure, that's fine. Untap with our defense up. Draw Robber the Rich too. That's kind of cool. I mean, it gives us a full party. We don't really have anything to do with it, but let's get a second white. Leave our blue up. Actually, I'm sorry. We could detain here. It's actually insane. Linvala is coming up clutch. Full party, great draw. So, give this thing flying, detain their creature, attack for 1,000,000 with defense up. That was a really good draw. That was insane. We exile the land, of course. Come on, Robber, you can do better than that. Find something good to rob. Yeah, they're just dead. That was insane. That was really cool. Top, sure. Can't imagine they could beat this defense, so. Party! Chief's Thirst. Nah. Nah. Not in my house. Not today. Jam. Flying. Attack. Another land. Rats. That was pretty awesome, actually. Assembling the full party is pretty great. So, Rakdos graveyard stuff, I assume. So, probably want these magistrates and these caskets. They are stompy, which makes our creatures a little worse. I think the Fireblade Chargers can go, because they're a little weak. And I mean, Journey to Oblivion's like fine. It's not. Honestly, Brazen Borrower seems kind of mopey against them. We don't really want to bounce their stuff. Got the Borrowers. We'll see how grindy they are. If they're like more grindy than graveyardy, we could bring in the Outlaws Merriment. It does seem kind of good, actually. Just like a never-ending stream of things. It is your upkeep, though, which sucks. We're on the draw. I think I still want Robber. Robber's just too sweet. Let's take out 2 Packbeast and bring in the 2 Merriments. The game's probably going to go a little longer. They're going to have a lot of removal spells. So they kind of first serve a similar purpose of just like completing your party. Let's try this. No white. No white. This is a red-white land. We're off to the races. But we just can't keep this end. Alright. That's better. Keep this. Let's ship a priest. Robber, of course, is better on the draw, so... I mean, better when you mulligan. Worse on the draw, better when you mulligan. Couple tap lands here. Winona's pretty nice, too. I guess we have all humans at the moment, but... Cutting Packbeast and the Goblin does lower our non-human count a little bit, but... Alright, so it looks like Stomp. We're trying to play the Magistrate. This is white or red. We have making white here, I think. Let's play the non-stompable creature. Playing around Stomp is one of the most important things in the entire format. Just don't let them stomp you if you can avoid it. Be it in deck building or just like in your turns here. So yeah, exactly. So that feels pretty good for us. Elspeth's Nightmare? Oh, that is a nightmare. Winota. And they only have 4 cards in hand, so we can't even robber them. Still would rather play robber than Archpriest, I think, though. Just more mana efficient, so... Get some damage. They are 15. Alright, I can see my hand of all 4 drops. Roxa. Let's get a freaking land here so we can stop passing priority. I'm going to discard the extraneous Winota. I think it's red, I guess. Like, we want to have Commander into Winota, so, and We don't draw a land. We're playing the Archpriest. Yeah. Winota's like kind of our best card, but it's just like really awkward right now. Oh, they're playing like the sacrifice version? That seems bad for us. They have Village Rites and Glimpse. I mean, I think it steals stuff. Alright. This is like fine. They have 4 cards in hand, sure. See what they got. We get a Murderous Rider. That's pretty good on the attack 6th turn. This is fine. Alright, Squad Commander. We'll get 2 tokens. Now we have 3 bodies for Winota next turn. Not trying to rob you. Actually, I'm lying. I am trying to rob you. They have 2 procs, I'll be pretty mad. At least they want to affect the board anyway, so sure. Crocs, they run the Village Rites? This is great because they're not affecting the board. Oh, Malakar Rebirth? That's stupid. So 1 black to just get another discard trigger, which screws our Winota. Alright, I mean, like, we're still killing them. Right? Please? Maybe? That is not a Winota. It's a Squad Commander, though. They're definitely going to kill Robber the Rich before combat, but whatever. There's no way to play around it either way, whether or not. Wow, alright. Robber's got Murderous Rider and... So our opponent mad at themselves because they meant to kill it before combat? And they cling to dust. Okay, sure. They gain some life. It's fine. Oh, they got a card out of their hand though. So now, okay, sure. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Unless they have a Wrath here, they're kind of dead, I think. So. Extinction Event on even will end the game, but if they're playing Extinction Event, I'd be impressed. Definitely didn't consider them playing an instant that wouldn't just kill my Robber of the Rich. So we didn't play the Commander pre-combat because we wanted to have the option to play whatever Robber of the Rich hit. So they're going to Croxa and they're going to die. Okay, great. So we have Murderous Rider on our Robber of the Rich too. So even without that, they're dead. Yeah, they're just dead anyway, so... Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We'll take that. We'll take a W. We'll take a W. All right. Let's finish strong here. We got a party. We got to party hard. This is a good party hard, and I like it. We're keeping. Let's go. Good mana curve. Good cards. Little interaction. Spikefield Cave. Oh boy. This is another one of these kill everything decks. We have lots of things to kill. Yeah. Spikefield Caves for days. Alright. We're gonna Packbeast here and set up for Robber on turn 3 with the defense back up. Or to play 2 Spikefield Caves. Don't have a third, right? Like, no way. Or Spikefield Hazard. Shatter Skull. think. Robber the Rich. Fortunately, we don't have more cards than that. But it's still fine. It's fine. Swamp Solemn. Solemn's good against us. I feel like Solemn is not really great against like the bigger creatures in the format, but against us in particular, it is quite good. We can Winona here for a single card, which isn't really great. We also take down our shields on the concerted defense. We can Linvala. But then if we Linvala, the problem, of course, is that we can't attack into his stupid Solemn. Does set up for a better Winona next turn, though. We draw a land, we can defend Winona, too. So, alright, this is fine. We'll put a... Just cast Linvala and just say go. Ironcrag Feet, Ugin. You know you want to. Solemn again, no. Solemn, leave me alone. The thing is that Solemn's gotten a lot worse than it used to be, because back then creatures were so much smaller. As creatures have gotten so much larger in recent Magic, you know, history, power creep and all, Solemn's gotten a lot worse, but all of our creatures are kind of small anyway. Alright, so we didn't draw a land, unfortunately, which is pretty bad, because it makes playing Winona kind of sketch. So they have 2 mana up for a possible kill spell. They also just have Ugin as well. You have 2 mana Tazri, which is pretty sweet. Alright, we'll just play Tazri and jam with our Linvala. So we have humans in our hand, so... Shredded Sails. This is kind of weird, because now I can just make this indestructible, and now my creatures can attack when they couldn't before, so it's kind of a weird play. Not sure why they would do that. And now our party is only... Oh, it's 3. It's still 3, so we still have a pretty good pretty good counter spell here. So this is definitely an Ugin deck, so we have the defense lined up for Ugin, ready to go. Did kill one of our other non-humans. And that's 8. Ready for you, Ugin. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Ironcrag Feet. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 8. Oh my god, they're playing around in concerted defense. This is only for 3. No, it's for 4. It's for 4. It's for 4. It's the things I have in play plus 1. So it's Warrior, Rogue, Wizard plus 1. So they're not playing around it. So I don't know what they're doing. So maybe they thought it was the ones in play, not plus 1. So we'll take that. We'll take that. So Rakdos Ugin deck seems also bad for us. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Brazen Borrower's gone. Journey's not great either. It's bad against Ugin too. Honestly, it might just bring in the disputes as like a bad counterspell. I want the Outlaws Merriments. I kind of want the Ox also. Just drawing cards seems good. Really can't let Ugin resolve. I guess playing Ox post Ugin is actually kind of fine. It's like a way to possibly come back. Ironcrag Feet Ugin is pretty gross though. Winota, Merriment, Squad. Maybe we'll shave like a squad commander. And we'll bring in like 2 Ox and Dispute. So we have 4 answers to Ugin. Sucks is Merriment's good against every card in their deck but Ugin. Let's kind of take down, bring another Dispute. I guess that puts us really light on lands though. Yeah, we need to like just make land drops so our counter spells aren't bad. Charger's not great either. Just cheap, though. Being cheap is pretty... I'm supposed to bring 1 Ox, I guess. The all-removal spell Ugin deck. Oh, boy. Everyone's out to get us today, you know? I mean, I guess we're keeping. It's a little tight here. No, need more lands. These Packbeasts aren't great. Tap land, go. We draw Robber of the Rich. I think we're still just playing Seasoned Hallowblade. So they definitely have removal spells in their hand, because all their deck is. We could try and find a better spot for Robber. We could steal a card, maybe. Shatter Skull, sure. Another Packbeast. We gotta draw some lands here, folks. Gotta draw some lands, alright? This poor Packbeast is definitely getting stomped. I wonder if like just playing nothing. No, they have Power Stack. That's fine. We'll take that trade all day. That's fine. This act is really against Winota. Just good against all of our creatures. Oh, Solemn stop. That was good. That was good. Unfortunately, we can't really afford to leave up Dispute and not put a threat in play. So like, if they have Ironcrag into Ugin, we're probably just gonna die to it. But if we get another threat in play, might be able to. Solemn number 10. Alright. Now I believe it's time to leave up our mystical I guess they are. They aren't there with Ironcrag. Maybe we just play Winota and just go nuts. Just go for it. They would need Ironcrag feet to cast Ugin next turn, because they only have 6 mana, and if they had it, they would have cast the previous turn, so we just jam here, I think. They also can't kill my Winota first, and we're guaranteed to get at least 1 trigger, so just do it. Big hit, big hit. Winota, Hallowblade, or Archpriest. We have Cleric, Warrior, something. Would be 3 power. Hallowblade's also 3 power. The 1-drop plays around a Extinction Event better. Let's do that. Yep. Alright, take 6. So like, they have Extinction Event, we can like, and we draw a land, we can Robber plus Dispute up. Just leave me alone. So hopefully we draw lands, we can go Robber and leave Dispute up, and then hopefully ride that to victory. Really? Come on. You need to chill. All removal spell deck. We got Ox too. Just like, we just like can't beat a resolved Ugin, so that's actually fine. We can defense. Big hit, big hit, big hit. Bone Crusher Giant? That's so awkward, because we can't. They didn't play a land. I guess we're just gonna stomp them. Alright, sure. If they have Ironcrag feet and Ugin, whatever. Let them have it. We gotta kill them before they have so many cards in their hand that I don't even need Ugin to beat us anymore, so. Maze Mind Tomb. Bone Crusher. Triome. Ox in dispute in our hand. We're definitely playing the Triome, so can't rob her. Let me draw a card. That's a problem. Alright, we're dead. Oh, is this an Iron Crag feat? Or, I mean, a Shadow Smashing? With 4 mana up? So counter unless you pay 2? Yeah, that's alright, sure, I guess. That could have been worse. Another 5? We draw a Linvala, sure. Shredded Sails? Come on. Why is that card even in our deck? It only kills. This is the only card in our entire deck that it kills. I guess it kills the Packbeast. That's fair. We have a Spell Pierce. It's not good enough. God, it sucks. Alright. I mean, we have a Force Spike. Alright, I mean, this Ox gonna be good, I guess. But these useless counter spells. Draw some good ones. We're gonna stomp the Ox. Okay. Well, we're gonna be able to get it back, honestly. Bottom, sure. Alright, that's not that bad. I mean, because we're just playing our entire hand. We have 3 cards. Let's attack, see if we can get this back in or not. Field Hazard. Can't play that as a land. We're play land anyway, right? Alright. I mean, we're in like okay shape. Alright, we're dead. They just kill the Hallowblade and then they can kill us with the Crawling Barrens. So, yeah, I mean, their deck's all kill spells. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Dispute was kind of awkward that game, honestly. Kind of like get ahead for Dispute to be good. I think we still won it, but now we're on the play. Yeah, we'll just let it ride. This is fine. Yeah, I guess. It is certainly awkward, but they were going to go Charger on 1, and then Triome on 2. Merriment's pretty good. Defense is obviously good. Combo's good. I was looking forward to actually casting this card. It's pretty fun. I never cast it before. That was a good draw. That was a really good draw. Once it's in play, I mean, Ugin should be the only way they have to remove it. Oh, I misclicked. I should have played this first. It can get haste. I screwed up. I clicked too fast. Is there a chance you want to play Commander anyway? Is that just better? It actually attacks for a lot more. Then next turn we can play defense with the... Play Merriment with defense up. I should like that better anyway. I think it actually works better. Say, if they have Extinction Event, we'll have evens and odds. Also put 3 tokens in play. 2. Oh, it's the Warrior, right? I think we're in great shape. Our opponent hasn't cast any kill spells, therefore we are in great shape. Oh, it's your upkeep anyway. I'm being stupid. Whatever. There's no reason to cast that. We just bomb. Just bomb. Okay. I mean, we got concerted defense. We're ready to roll here. Why is that a card on your combat step? That's kind of what I was assuming. It just kind of makes sense. Be a lot better if it's in your combat step. I think it'd be really, really good. But Ironcrag is 7. They have 9 mana. They cannot play Ugin through a concerted defense. Extinction Event. Can't do that either. We've got Wizard, Warrior, and +1. Do it. Love it. Take that, removal deck. Alright, concerted defense is really good. So, it's a little hostile out there for those who are trying to party. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of kill spells, and our mana is a little rough, but definitely perfectly fine to party if you want to. You know, it's your party, and you can party if you want to. That one didn't make much sense. But, yeah, Winota's really good. Linvala's pretty sweet. Robber's great. Packbeast is pretty cool. I do wish that our mana was a little better. I do wish that our interaction was a little bit better. But, that's pretty sweet. You know, I'll take that. We got Ember Cleaved a little bit. Lost 10 million removal spells. But we still beat the other removal spell, Ugin deck. And, yeah, that's pretty fun. So, that's it for me for CoolStuffInc.com. This week, I'm Jim Davis, of course. Check out the companion article on CoolStuffInc.com. Use promo code JIM5, 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. And check out my article from last Friday, too, where I talk about Kaladesh Remastered. The new set on Arena for Historic. And that should be fun as well. So, I'll see you next time. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. See you next Monday.